It is said that there are motorcycles that teach you how to ride and others that teach you about life. The Honda XR400 definitely belongs to the latter, a simple motorcycle without any luxury, without modern electronics. Yet with a steadfast and tough heart that never gives up, it was truly made for the tough mud, for the seemingly impossible paths meant for those who truly love raw adventure. Beloved, she was exceptionally robust and remarkably noble that she effortlessly became an essential part of the Fila family. Today, we fondly remember a genuine legend in the Honda XR400, the motorcycle that never needed to prove anything because it had already demonstrated everything. In the mid-90s, the entire realm of off-road riding underwent a significant transformation. Individuals desired motorcycles that were exceptionally robust, highly practical, and required minimal maintenance. Honda, which already possessed a well-respected XR series, recognized it was the appropriate moment to innovate. The XR had already established an outstanding reputation during the 1990s. Nevertheless, it began to appear somewhat old-fashioned, somewhat cumbersome, with reduced power and antiquated technology. Therefore, in the year 1996, Honda made the strategic decision to introduce a motorcycle that encapsulated the comprehensive philosophy of their highly practical Japanese engineering into one exceptionally resilient and durable model. The XR was brought into existence as an enduro trail motorcycle specifically designed for commuting to work and exploring the mountains, speeding across the desert terrain and coming back with the same dependable engine. That was the period when motorcycles were outfitted with a carburetor, a kickstarter, and absolutely no sensors whatsoever. A motorcycle that you could genuinely leave standing for many years, add a bit of gasoline, and it would start up immediately. And that was the essential factor. Honda didn't aim to construct the most powerful machine, but rather the most dependable one. While other manufacturers were fiercely competing for the maximum horsepower, Honda's engineers concentrated on crafting something that would never let you down. The core of the XR400 was by no means a simplistic engine. It was an engine block meticulously constructed according to the purest Honda philosophy. An air-cooled single-cylinder four-stroke engine featuring a displacement of 397 cubic centimeters, equipped with a 36mm Keihin carburetor and an overhead camshaft mechanism. The four valves, operating with the precision akin to Japanese clockwork mechanics, functioned without the assistance of cooling devices, sensors, or electronic fuel injection systems, relying solely on iron, air, and gasoline. It was a period when Honda held the belief that dependability was of more significant value than mere performance, and this particular engine truly embodied that philosophy. It generated approximately 34 horsepower at a specific number of revolutions per minute and maintained a steady torque of 33 Newton meters at around a certain number of revolutions per minute. But aside from the pure numbers, it was what truly excited you, how it delivered power progressively and smoothly. And when you kicked it with a dry, powerful thrust that lifted the front wheel, it was as if it was saying, "Leave it to me, I've got this." She was certainly not the swiftest machine nor the most lightweight. Nevertheless, if you happened to fall, she was the sole one you could effortlessly pick up and proceed without any complications. The engine, owing to its uncomplicated carburetor and substantial flywheel, had an instantaneous response, which provided it with outstanding traction on loose terrain and nearly insurmountable inclines. It was nearly impossible to stall it, and if you let it drop in the low rev range, it would come back to life with just a clutch kick and a little throttle, as if nothing had happened. Indeed, it was outfitted with a kickstarter, and when you found yourself outdoors on a chilly day or at an elevation of 3,000 meters above sea level, you truly understood the meaning of Zen-like patience intertwined with the discomfort of leg pain. Nevertheless, when it ultimately roared to life, that metallic and dry resonance of the exhaust system resembled a powerful hammer strike in a traditional Japanese forge, a pure mechanical symphony. You didn't require any headphones, merely that profound and continuous pop-pop sound accompanied by the unmistakable aroma of unburned gasoline and moist earth. It was a straightforward and pure experience devoid of any electronic devices or artificial voices, just the motorcycle and the natural surroundings. Regarding maintenance, it was as uncomplicated as one could imagine. Performing oil changes every 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers, cleaning the air filter, inspecting the valves, and that was essentially all there was to it. No scanning devices, no equalizers, no computerized diagnostic tools. With just a set of wrenches in sizes 10, 12, and 14 millimeters, you could efficiently disassemble half of the motorcycle right in the heart of the desert, whereas other motorcycles necessitated an electrical connection to recharge the battery. The XR400 merely required a powerful kick and a genuine smile, and that was the essential key to its distinctive charm. The XR400 taught you to cultivate a sense of trust. It was akin to that steadfast companion who never disappoints you, who remains reliable even if you treat them roughly, who starts effortlessly even after enduring a night in the rain. If you treated it with care and consideration, it rewarded you generously, and if you treated it poorly, it forgave you nonetheless. You could submerge it up to the tank in mud, use it to traverse a river, or let it sit idle for weeks without starting it. With just a few powerful kicks and a bit of air in the tires, it was once again prepared to conquer the mountain. To put it succinctly, the engine of the XR400 was far more than merely a basic mechanical component. It was a genuine proclamation of autonomy. In an era where motorcycles were becoming progressively reliant on intricate electronics and a multitude of sensors, the XR400 stood as a purely mechanical device crafted for longevity over decades, rather than for frequent software updates. It was a motorcycle that made you a better rider by urging you to feel the engine, hear its vibrations, and breathe in the scent of heated oil. It was more than reliability. It was a philosophy on two wheels. The XR400 rapidly gained widespread fame, and the truly remarkable aspect about it is that this was not attributed to winning any championships or setting any speed records. It transpired their widespread fame evolved from something far more significant, their esteemed reputation on the genuine battlefield where there was an absence of asphalt, no technical support, and no cell signal. Meanwhile, other motorcycles boasted about their performance on the racetracks. The XR showcased its genuine capabilities in the deep, challenging mud of the high-altitude mountains or amidst the relentless desert, where nobody would come searching for you if you became stranded. In an impressively brief period, it emerged as the favored motorcycle for adventurers, travelers, and enduro riders across the globe. From the vast and expansive deserts of Namibia to the dense and intricate jungles of South America, countless riders wholeheartedly embraced it for one straightforward reason: they understood they could reliably depend on it even when all else faltered. It was a motorcycle that did not necessitate paved roads to progress. You could load it with considerable luggage, place it on a truck, drop it off in the middle of nowhere, and embark on a journey of several thousand kilometers. And the most extraordinary aspect was, you knew it would come back. It was the quintessential motorcycle with which you could traverse a desert, tumble into a river, lift it up, give it a couple of kicks, and continue onward as if absolutely nothing had occurred. And it was definitely not an exaggeration. Its diaphragm carburetor, the uncomplicated CDI ignition system, and the dry lubrication mechanism with oil stored within the frame made it almost impervious to impacts, extreme temperatures, and neglect of maintenance, whereas other motorcycles required inspection of the radiator or bleeding of the injection system. The XR400 consistently continued its journey in amateur rallies and local enduro competitions. It became a staple, achieving victories not through sheer speed, but through remarkable endurance and unwavering consistency. While the more powerful motorcycles frequently broke down or overheated, the XR consistently completed all stages. That's precisely why people often said, if you truly want to win, take a racing motorcycle. If you genuinely want to arrive, take an XR. On long journeys and extensive expeditions, it became absolutely ubiquitous, and in the rural areas of half the world, it transformed into an icon. You could see it transporting heavy wood in the Andes, pulling a cart in Thailand, or carrying two individuals and a goat in Africa. And the incredible thing was that it withstood blows, mud, water, heat, cold, falls, and years of intensive use. It was akin to a tank, yet with a spirit. It embodied the remarkable sturdiness of a work instrument and the noble essence of a Honda. It symbolized the perfect balance between a utility vehicle and an adventure apparatus. The XR400 rapidly gained widespread recognition, and the fascinating aspect is that it was not attributed to winning prestigious championships or shattering speed records. Her widespread recognition developed through something far beyond her remarkable reputation on the genuine battleground, where there was a total absence of paved roads, no technical assistance, and no cellular signal, whereas other motorcycles thrived on racetracks. The XR demonstrated its capabilities in deep mud, on steep mountains, or in the unforgiving desert where no one came to look for you if you were stranded. In a very short period of time, it became the preferred motorcycle for adventurers, travelers, and Hondurans all over the world. From the vast and arid deserts of Namibia to the dense and verdant jungles of South America, numerous riders chose it for one compelling reason. They were assured they could depend on it, even when everything else failed. It was a motorcycle that did not require paved roads. To progress, the journeys and expeditions became widespread, and in the distant rural regions of half the world, it evolved into a genuine icon. You could observe it transporting timber in the Andes, pulling a cart in Thailand, or carrying 2 individuals and a goat in Africa. And the truly amazing aspect was that it withstood impacts, mud, water, extreme heat, cold, falls, and years of intense usage. It was like a tank, yet with a soul. It possessed the robustness of a work tool and the noble heart of a Honda. It symbolized the perfect balance between a utility motorcycle and an adventure machine. Ultimately, the XR400 required no trophies to become legendary. Its genuine masterpiece was the actual world, where each successfully completed journey, every river that was crossed, and every mountain that was conquered held more value than any medal. And if you would like to get to know its bigger sister, the XR600, please click on this video.